Hey, this is my Dragon Age Inquisition multiplayer review. There's quite a bit actually that you can do in this multiplayer. Like if you compare it to the Mass Effect multiplayer, it's more than just fighting waves of enemies. First, let me show the characters. You start off with Keeper, Archer, and then Legionnaire. And the grayed out characters are characters you have to unlock. I've unlocked Assassin and Alchemist, Necromancer, and Reaver. And it shows all the stats underneath the character. So, like five characters left for me to unlock. Now, to unlock the character, you have to go to crafting, and then armor crafting, and that's the Legionnaire. There's alternate appearance costumes, and Arcane Warrior. In order to unlock that, I have to get 9 more cloth. And I have 4 cloth, and then there's metal. I have the 5 metal required. The red outline means I don't have it. There's multiple types of cloth. As you can see, I have 7 of 9 of the High Ever Weaver. In order to get the cloth, I have to salvage items, and as you can see, it's a little difficult because even if I salvage an item and get cloth, it might be a different type of cloth. I don't have any items that I will salvage because I salvaged literally everything I have except for what I'm using. I have like 1 of each weapon for each class. So if I salvaged like a warrior item, I would get metal. Salvaging a rogue item, either a dagger or bow, I would get leather. Salvaging mage items will give me cloth. And you can't salvage the starting items. They do that to make sure that you can always use the character. And the abilities, you can only have 4 abilities, like in the single player, 4 active abilities. And the skill trees are kind of like a modified version. See, this is it's not exactly the Reaver tree you see in single player. Each character gets 2 trees. They put combinations of skills from multiple trees. And you can equip potions, and then gold that you get during the game, you can spend that at the store to buy chests. The chest will give you items and potions. And you can actually get characters from them, but that's pretty rare. I've gotten 2 costumes from them, but I've never gotten a character. You can also buy potions from the shop. I'm gonna do a quick match real quick. Another thing though, it does take quite a while to load in this game. Both single player and multiplayer, the load times are pretty long. I got into a match that already had people waiting, so I have all classes covered. It takes so long to load, I'm only going to show a little bit. This is mostly just so you can see the gameplay, so it's just going to be a little bit of combat and all 4 people. One thing you need to know about multiplayer is, again, there are 3 types of classes: rogue, mage, and warrior. Now, when you're in multiplayer, there are going to be several areas that you can only unlock from a certain class. Unlike some of the areas in single player, it'll say like requires mage or something. So if you don't have a rogue, for instance, and there's a place that only a rogue can unlock, you won't be able to get into that area. Those areas are important because they have an extra chest and pots that you might be able to break open for gold. So it's definitely important to make sure you have at least 1 of each type of class whenever you go in there, so you can make sure that you'll be able to unlock every area. Just running around, this is the Red Templars.
So any suggestions on what to do next?
There's different zones, and after you get to the 5th zone, it's a fight a big boss enemy and then waves of enemies. Activating the see, the combat is pretty similar to what you would see in single player. That you have 4 people. That was a little bit of what the combat's like.